The host, halfway through asking Bambi about finding strength through the storm, froze. The audience turned. The cameraman whispered, "Is that Mama D?" Before the studio doors banged open like a courtroom drama finale. Enter the queen. Hair flawless, purse heavy, eyes sharper than the receipts she came clutching. And in that moment, everyone knew Bambi wasn't about to finish her narrative. She was about to get edited out of it. Mama D didn't wait for an introduction. "Let me help you finish that sentence. Sis, I was broken, yeah, but not from heartbreak, from karma. And I brought proof." She slapped those receipts on the table like Uno cards. And just like that, Bambi's healing narrative cracked wide open. DMs from a mystery account, linking Bambi to a shady brand deal behind Scrappy's back voice. Memos allegedly plotting storyline twists for the show, even texts suggesting she was leaking info to bloggers for image control. Cut to Bambi. Blink. Blink, mascara quivering. That frozen smile breaking into panic like a Jenga tower on a tightrope. Mama D leaned into the mic like she was testifying in church. "Y'all wanted the truth. Well, I brought it. And baby, this ain't even the whole file." Producers tried to cut to commercial, too late. Twitter already lit. Mama D just body slammed Bambi, live trended in 6 minutes. TikTok clips of the moment got auto-duetted mid-broadcast. That's how fast the drama moved. Reddit threads named it the purse drop heard round the culture. Meanwhile, backstage security's huddled like it's DEFCON 1, Bambi's manager sweating through his vintage hoodie, PR teams dialing lawyers like it's a hotline. And the best part, Mama D never raised her voice. She let the facts do the screaming. By the end of the night, Bambi's interview was pulled from syndication. Scrappy posted a vague IG story, told y'all, truth don't need captions. Mama D went live from the parking lot, still in her heels, sipping a Sprite, saying, "That was light work. Y'all want the rest? Ask VH1 for my own special." So now the question ain't what happened. It's what's coming next. Because Bambi's carefully curated influencer arc just got burned live and the internet is begging for the sequel. Is Mama D dropping a memoir? Will Scrappy get full custody? Will Bambi clap back or just fade into digital oblivion? All we know is, when Mama D walks into the room, you'd better have your alibi ready and your wigs secured. Because this wasn't reality TV. This was reality catching up. Want me to write the next part? Maybe Bambi's attempted comeback? A teaser for Mama D's documentary deal? Or even a fictional love and hip-hop episode breakdown based on this saga? Let me know. Because this tea, still boiling, was plotting her so-called nuclear option. Mama D had already clicked upload. See? What Bambi didn't realize in her glittery spiral of desperation is that Mama D doesn't play chess or checkers, she plays warfare with Wi-Fi. Just as Bambi paced the green room, ranting about leaking the Houston tape, and daring anyone to test her, the world got tested. Mama D's assistant, aka her niece, with a degree in digital marketing and petty, had already gone live from Mama D's verified burner page. The caption, "You wanna see a tape? Baby, press play. Hashtag receipts, run it over." What followed wasn't a sex tape or scandalous footage. Oh no, it was worse. A perfectly edited PowerPoint from hell. Slide 1. Screenshots of Bambi texting Marcus from Houston how Scrappy was a whole meal ticket with cornrows. Slide 2. A clipped voice memo of Bambi saying, "I only married him cause I knew the network would boost my IG. That's called strategy, sis." Slide 3. Photos, timestamped, dated. Bambi at a rooftop hotel bar on Peachtree. Not a single baby in sight. Just a club promoter's hand on her thigh, and a receipt for champagne with 2 glasses. The internet melted. TikTok theories. Twitter threads. Reddit reconstructions of Bambi's timeline. Even LinkedIn got in on the mess. Someone updated Mama D's title to Director of Drama Specialist in Strategic Takedowns. Bambi, cornered and still in full glam, finally snapped. She launched into her own IG Live, eyes wild, ring light blazing, voice trembling with fury and fake calm. "I see y'all eating up this narrative like it's gospel, but y'all don't know the real story. Mama D is bitter. Scrappy been cheating. And if y'all want smoke, baby, I got fire." She pauses, dramatically. "Y'all keep bringing up Marcus like he ain't family. Guess what? He is. And Mama D knew the whole time." Boom. Another bomb. But here's the catch, the internet didn't care anymore. The narrative was already set. Mama D equals unbothered queen pin. Bambi equals meanwhile, back at home. Scrappy allegedly orders wings and watches the entire live stream with a lawyer and a bottle of Crown. He posts a story, "Never argue with a woman who raised wolves." Hashtag Mama Knows and Mama D. She's on WWHL with Andy Cohen 2 days later, sipping peach tea and teasing her own limited series. Asterisk, asterisk, it's called The Throne Ain't for Rent. And baby, in this house, receipts come in color. So now the question becomes, what does Bambi do next? Leak the Houston tape? Too little too late. Spin it into a docuseries. Netflix's already eyeing Mama D.Rebrand as a misunderstood villain. Maybe, but the culture's already chosen sides. Either way, this ain't just reality TV anymore, it's a legacy battle. And when the smoke clears, only one queen gets the crown. Want the next chapter? Maybe Bambi's revenge plan, Mama D's VH1 takeover, or Scrappy's solo rebrand called Finally Free, the mixtape, say the word. Because this drama, it's serialized. Fans Tuesday lost their collective minds. #BambiGate was now trending worldwide. Reddit threads turned into forensic crime boards. TikTok edits had slowed down versions of Bambi entering the elevator with dramatic violin music playing in the background. Some even freeze-framing her heels to prove it was her. A new viral nickname hit the timeline, the Real House Sneaker of Peachtree Street. And just when people thought the mess couldn't get messier, Mama D dropped a voicemail on her Facebook page allegedly from Bambi, begging Marcus to keep the wire transfers quiet and promising she'd spin the Scrappy story until fans forget your name. Mama D captioned it, "Spinning lies like silk," but forgetting the tape was still recording #Black Widow vibes. Meanwhile, VH1 executives were in DEFCON 1, the Healing After Heartbreak segment that started it all was now unusable footage. Brand sponsors were threatening to pull out. Legal teams were reviewing defamation clauses. And somewhere in Atlanta, a camera crew was already mobilizing for what insiders were calling a surprise reunion shoot. Back on Instagram, Bambi tried again to reclaim the narrative, this time with a full glam team and a carefully worded caption, "I've made mistakes. But I won't be bullied by women who profit off chaos. My truth is mine to tell and I'll tell it in my own time." Too late, the streets had crowned a new champ, and her name was Mama D. One fan tweet summed it up best. Bambi dropped my truth while Mama D dropped surveillance footage and notarized text threads. Game over. Scrappy, still silent, still sipping. A blurry fan photo caught him in a strip club that night, hoodie up, surrounded by friends. One source claimed he toasted his boys and said, "Best divorce I ever signed." So what happens now? Will VH1 air a spin-off called Receipts and Resentments? Will Mama D be subpoenaed or signed to Netflix? Will Bambi leak a tape, or finally log off? Will Scrappy start a podcast called Keeping It Scrap Real? The answer, probably yes to all of it, because this is no longer a love and hip-hop beef. This is Shakespeare with wigs, a Greek tragedy with bundles, an urban epic where every screenshot is a sword. And Mama D, she ain't just fighting for her son anymore, she's fighting for ratings, revenge, and the record deal her spirit deserves. You thought the last season was wild? Baby, season next just wrote itself. Stay tuned. Lying. I brought company. Camera pans right sitting next to Mama D, a former friend of Bambi. Heavily blurred at first, but once the voice hit, fans recognized the accent. "Yeah, I was there," the woman began, voice low and shaking. She didn't love Scrappy, she said it out loud more than once. It was about the clout, the access, and making sure she could flip the single mom bag when it all fell apart. The comments exploded. #The Friend Speaks instantly hit the trending list. Mama D leaned in with the timing of a seasoned diva and dropped what fans now call the final cut. "They thought I came with old tea, baby, but what I brought, this is boiling lava. Bambi's been telling lies on my child, on my grandkids, on me, and the truth got tired of waiting." The guest pulled out a flash drive. "I saved this," she said, "in case I ever needed to protect myself. Guess tonight's the night." Mama D held it up like a Grammy. 10 minutes later, the shady blog site from earlier already uploaded the file. A voicemail montage of Bambi allegedly scheming how to leak info about Scrappy's finances. Plans to flip custody into content. Laughing about playing the victim so well, even I believe me sometimes. The audio was raw, unedited, brutal. Just over 2 minutes of rage, vulnerability, and accusations recorded without permission and released without warning. It wasn't polished. It wasn't cleared by PR. It was reality, jagged, bleeding, and unfiltered. Within an hour, TikTok had it remixed. One user added a beat, chopped the audio into hooks, and turned Remy's most scathing line, "I held this SHT together for everybody but me," into a chorus. The remix blew up fast. By midnight, it had 500,000 likes, dance challenges attached, and a trending hashtag Queen said what she said. Another creator layered it over footage of crowns shattering in slow motion. It was moody. It was cinematic. It was viral. But while the internet rebranded Remy's pain as art, Bambi was silent. No clapbacks, no sub-tweets, no mirror selfies with vague captions like "still unbothered," nothing. And for her followers, that silence was louder than anything she could have posted. Her last Instagram story said it all, just a black screen. Stark and ominous, with a single line typed in white. "This is harassment. Lawyers on deck." The vibe. Legal panic. Not unbuffed, not empowered, just cornered, but the fans weren't buying it. The comment sections turned instantly, brutal in their own right. One viral comment, pinned and reposted across platforms. "Read sis. The lawyer's probably hitting you with NDAs." Another added, "That flash drive, ending your influencer era harder than the algorithm." And that flash drive, allegedly full of damning receipts, screenshots, voice notes, possibly videos. Nobody knows exactly what's on it, and that's the scariest part. Rumors say it's being passed between gossip sites like a USB-shaped holy grail. The threat of what might leak has everyone walking on eggshells, everyone except the fans, who are eating every second of this drama like popcorn with extra butter. Bambi, once a rising influencer with brand deals and teeth whitening ads, now finds herself under digital siege. Sponsorships that once proudly featured her in campaigns have gone ghost. Her management team, radio silent. A few eagle-eyed users even noticed that several brands quietly removed her tags or took down posts featuring her. One fragrance collab she was teasing last month has mysteriously vanished from her story highlights. The internet noticed, they always do. Even worse, her followers, once loyal, are flipping. Screenshots of her old tweets are resurfacing. A few shady ones, taken out of context or not, are now being held up as proof of a long history of mean girl behavior. TikTokers are pulling receipts from her live streams, pausing at facial expressions, overlaying her own words with audio that now reads completely different in light of recent events. The court of public opinion isn't just deliberating, it's sentencing. And unless Bambi has a game-changing move ready, something real, something human, not legal jargon or PR gloss, she's going to find herself not just cancelled, but digitally exiled, because in this era, it's not just what you say, it's how the internet decides to remember you. And Scrappy, word broke that his legal team had indeed requested all unedited interview footage, screenshots from Mama D's lives, copies of the voicemails, wire receipts, and hotel footage. Sources confirmed he's officially seeking full custody and planning to restore his name and relationship with his kids without the circus. One insider shared a quote allegedly from Scrappy himself. "This ain't just for me no more. This for my babies. I let clout ruin my house, now I'm building peace." So where does it end? Maybe it doesn't. Because this isn't just petty drama. This is a full-blown cultural reset, an Atlanta epic told in lives, likes, and leaked footage. Mama D's live ended with her looking dead into the camera, sipping her wine and saying, "Y'all wanted reality. I am the reality. And baby, reality don't come with filters." And with that, over 1.5 million views before midnight. Producers are now fighting over who gets to lock in the docuseries. Bet, Zeus, Netflix. Somebody's getting a goldmine because Mama D didn't just win the war, she redefined what it means to air dirty laundry and still fold it like royalty. Stay tuned. The crown's not up for grabs, it's been nailed to her head. Source dropped a blind item, no names at first, just heavy hints and a zip code that sent every blog, gossip page, and Reddit thread into conspiracy overdrive. The item, reality. Stars in ATL better check their NDAs. Someone's about to drop a private tape, not starring who y'all expect, but connected to the whole drama triangle. Stay tuned. Receipts are timestamped and cameras didn't lie. Boom. Twitter caught fire. Subreddits spun into full-blown forensic mode. One user zoomed in on Erica's nails from the stream, matched them to a recent pic at a well-known downtown studio. Another claimed a friend of a friend did audio post on the real tape, and it wasn't just about Bambi. The implication: the mess wasn't just about a bitter split or shady business deals. Now, it might include secret alliances, alleged setups, and a betrayal so bold even Mama D looked rattled when she saw the item. She froze mid-cackle on her live, paused to read the anonymous drop, and then said, "Dead serious, if that's what I think it is. Oh baby, y'all ain't ready. And neither is Bambi." Erica raised an eyebrow, clearly not in on that part. Cut to Bambi's camp. Sources claim she stormed out of her gated rental and sped off without security, destination unknown. Someone from her glam team leaked a screenshot of a group chat. She said, "She can't trust none of us. Shut down the cloud backup and erase everything from the drive. I'm out." Good luck to her. The damage was past PR at this point. This was legal. This was digital war. This was a reputation bloodbath. And the body count was still rising. Meanwhile, Scrappy posted a black screen with just one word: peace. The internet. Not buying it. But one thing's for sure, he's keeping quiet while his enemies self-destruct. And when the dust settles, he'll probably walk away with full custody. A docuseries offer and his name scrubbed clean while the women burn each other down. Dee's final words for now. With over 300,000 watching by the end of the live, she leaned into the camera and said, "You don't play chess with a queen who built the board. Bambi, baby, ... run whatever tape you got. Just know I've got backups. Backups for the backups. And a cousin who works in IT." And then she winked. The screen faded to black dot. The chat didn't stop for hours. And just like that, Mama D became the most feared woman in a TL drama history, not because she screams the loudest, but because she comes armed with receipts, revenge, and Wi-Fi that never lags. Bambi may still have stories to tell, but one thing's clear: the internet doesn't need an NDA, it just needs a good signal. And this saga, it's only Act 2. Atlanta is on fire. And baby, not even FEMA could save what Mama D just torched. This is no longer just a messy breakup, it's a reality war zone. And everyone from the group chat admin to the bottle girl with receipts is firing shots like they're trying to break the internet on purpose. So let's break it down. Because if you blinked, you probably missed 10 new betrayals and a fresh leak. The clip that shook the CITY That Shady blog. Back at it again with exclusive footage, Bambi, inside a hotel room, voice cracking, pacing like a woman on the edge, and the words that slapped ATL into a new dimension. "If Mama D keeps running her mouth, I'll tell them what Scrappy did. He ain't no saint either." Boom. Now Scrappy ain't safe either. So here's the new question. Was Bambi bluffing for sympathy or holding on to a nuke? Because if she's got dirt on Scrappy, the game flips not in her favor yet. But this isn't checkers. This is love and hip-hop. Game of Thrones. Mama D, unbothered, and UNATCHT the queen, laughing, straight into the lens. Like a villainess raised on vengeance and red wine, she can throw a stick. She messed with the queen. Now she gon' get crowned with consequences. And just like that, Atlanta's favorite joker put the wig-snatching world on notice. Bambi's brand. Bleeding out. The snake emojis didn't stop at IG sponsors. Ghosted. Taglines disappeared. One boutique even archived their collab post and issued a quiet "We stand for integrity" statement. A branding apocalypse. And all Bambi did: drop a close-up selfie, and got ratioed harder than a reality star lying at a reunion. The final tape tease. Mama D's final words. A straight-up threat dressed in velvet. Marcus was just the starter. The main course. About to shut this city down. Theories are wild. An NFL player Bambi supposedly flirted with at a charity gala. A reality show producer she might have been texting flirty voice notes to. A business partner whose LLC was quietly linked to a strip club license. The internet's gears are grinding. Erica Dixon, messy MVP. She dropped receipts like mixtapes. And her last line: "Bambi, baby, you wanted this crown. Well, it's heavy and tonight. It crushed you." The entire chat blew up. Hashtag Erica was right. Hashtag Queen DT. He destroyer. Hashtag Bambi, the bluff Scrappy. Silent but deadly. He hasn't clapped back. Hasn't corrected a thing. Just reposted Mama D's teaser with, "Told y'all. Watch. If that ain't a man holding receipts in his back pocket and a contract in the other." Let's just say, don't be shocked when a Netflix docuseries pops up called Crowned. The Rise and Fall of Bambi, the brand. So, who's really winning? Mama D. Out here, like the Oracle of Edgewood. Erica. Petty, proud, and untouched. Scrappy might walk out the ashes looking like Atlanta's unbothered phoenix. Bambi, spinning in circles, watching fans, brands, and possibly court orders, circle like vultures. But now it's your turn. Drop your wildest theory below. Who's the surprise man in the main course texts? Was Bambi ever in love or always running a storyline? Does Scrappy actually have secrets Mama D doesn't know? And remember, this ain't a reunion episode. This is unfiltered war, and baby, it's just mid-season. Smash that share, tag your messy group chat, and charge your phone. Mama D's next live could bring down the grid. Until then, stay shady. Stay watching, stay strapped with screenshots.